end of every school year, my teacher would tell us to clean up the class and to have it nice and tidy for the kids coming in next. I would like if you leave it just the way you got it, she would say. This process of cleaning our class for the next batch, year after year, had a deep impact on me. It made me wonder, how come we don't think about our planet being passed on in the same way from one generation to another? Time and again, these snippets of wisdom were given to us. 6-year-olds! And in a subtle way, our teacher had introduced us to environmental awareness. She would also tell us to think about those homeless animals and how afraid they are of loud noise. So one mustn't burst crackers. Now I love Diwali for the brilliance of the twinkling lights and the cheer that it brings. But why no crackers? It was not until I started looking after 2 stray dogs myself that I understood this. Honestly, at first, I thought that we were just reacting to a small thing way too dramatically. But I could not have been more wrong. Today, I will be talking about taking action on something you have heard about before, our environment and climate change. As the years went by, I started hearing more and more about climate change, about the greenhouse gases, about not using plastic and so much more. This made me realize that climate change is not a game and environmental damage is real and is harmful to all living beings. I started to realize the gravity of the problem. Haven't we caused enough damage already? Through transportation, industrial pollution, urban development and deforestation? The world is getting warmer, climate patterns are becoming more dangerous and unpredictable, and our role in causing this needs our immediate attention. For some time, I thought that this pandemic had given us just what we needed. The air was cleaner, and every time I stepped out, I would feel a sense of calm. The skies were blue instead of grey. The noise pollution had gone down too. Amazingly, I started seeing so many plants and animals which I had never noticed before. They were hiding all this time, so scared of the world which was right in front of them. But in the months of the lockdown, I saw nature at its best. There was not a single vehicle in sight, and I heard the peaceful sound of silence. But it was a dream that was soon shattered once things started limping back to normal. All of the birds and animals I discovered are hiding again, so scared of the world which they too might have thought was changing for the better. The blue skies faded away and the noise pollution returned. As you see, the way we currently live contributes to damaging our environment in some way. And since we all have a role to play in this problem, I believe that we all must take initiative to find a solution. Going by the age-old saying that charity begins at home, I believe in doing my bit to help getting our clean and green world back. 3 things I'd like you to consider. 1. Reuse. I reuse shopping bags and water bottles, create gift wraps out of newspaper, and even made a doghouse for my 2 stray pets out of an old clothes horse and shower curtains. I don't shy away from buying second-hand books, electronics, and even furniture. Greta Thunberg encourages us to buy used clothes. Think it's a little silly? Well, you might want to look up how much environmental damage the manufacturing of your favorite pair of jeans cost. Number 2, compost. Now we all eat fruits and veggies, but what do we do with the peels? Well, many of us just throw them away. But instead, we could compost them. Composting is a very easy method you could learn online. This is beneficial for the environment and you're sending less waste to the landfill. And as many say, you're creating black gold by composting at home. 3. Recycle and reduce. You should only recycle what you can't reuse or compost. This way, you're sending less waste to the landfill. Not because you're creating less waste, but because of what you do with your waste. For example, recycling PET plastic bottles preserves 2/3 of the energy normally required to create new plastic, which successfully lowers greenhouse gas emissions. Further, newspapers are the most important recyclable material, as within landfills, the decomposition of paper is the most significant source of methane, a greenhouse gas. To conclude, I would like to quote Dave Hollis. In the rush to return to normal, let's take this time to consider which parts of normal are worth rushing back to. I think we rush back to our not so great normal a little too fast, but it's never too late. This is why I encourage you all to do your part to help the environment. There are many things you will gain by helping the environment. One thing, as my teacher said, is leaving the earth in a better way for the next generation. Thank you.